For thousands of years, mankind has wondered. Are there planets around other stars? Is there life out there? But we didn't know. We didn't know if there were any planets around other stars. Well, that is until the Kepler mission. The Kepler mission was launched in March of 2009 with the objective of determining the fraction of stars in the galaxy that harbor Earth-like planets that are potentially habitable. Over the span of a decade, Kepler completed 2 missions, observed more than 530,000 stars and 61 supernovae, and confirmed over 2,000 planets. One of the exoplanets confirmed by Kepler lies in the Cygnus constellation. Kepler 452b, sometimes quoted to be an Earth 2.0, is a super-Earth exoplanet orbiting within the inner edge of the habitable zone of the Sun-like star Kepler 452. The host star is a G-sequence star like our Sun and has about the same mass as the Sun, only 3.7% more massive and 11% larger in diameter. The host star has a surface temperature of 5,757 Kelvin, nearly the same as the Sun, which has a surface temperature of 5,778 Kelvin. The star's age is estimated to be about 6 billion years old, which is about 1.5 billion years older than the Sun. Kepler 452b orbits its host star with an orbital period of 385 days and an orbital radius of about 1.04 astronomical units, which is nearly the same as Earth. Kepler 452b has a mass at least 5 times that of Earth, but has a radius of only 1.6 times that of Earth. Its density makes it a potentially rocky super-Earth. It is yet unknown if Kepler 452b is entirely habitable, given it is receiving slightly more energy from its host star than Earth does, and hence it could be subjected to a runaway greenhouse effect. The scope of this remote viewing target was for the viewers to focus on the surface and atmospheric composition and conditions of the planet at the region where the human-designated prime meridian and the equator cross. I, as the tasker, was especially interested in data regarding the habitability of the planet and looked for data clues about the surface textures and composition, the surface features and landmarks, the presence or absence of water in liquid form, temperature and radiation conditions, light conditions, the breathability of the atmosphere from a human perspective, and the presence or absence of vegetation and bioorganic life in the designated area. The viewers who worked the target were Coral, Darby, Des, Dennis, Timmy, Don, Naeem, and Rick. Based on the perceptions reported by the remote viewers, I have created a layered word cloud that first will illustrate what type of data we had with respect to this target. The most often reported perceptions were hard, metallic, round, rocky, illuminated, open, moving, blue, and the viewers also perceived the presence of water and an airy sky. The mentioning of the words metallic and rocky with pretty much equal frequency suggests that Kepler 452b might be similar to Earth in a sense that it might have a metallic core and a crusted rocky surface. The remote viewers also report a wide range of biological life forms present at the target, from vegetation to animalistic life forms to highly sentient and intelligent humanoid life. When we move one layer down the word cloud, we start seeing words like chemical, natural, burning, burnt, black, stony, distraction, hot, warm, smoky, and dusty emerge. The trend continues in the next layer, where besides burning and warm and smoky and distraction, words like acidic, toxic, pressurized, ionized, bursting, particulate, and poppy emerge. An overarching theme across viewers is a planetoid or a place that is teeming with different forms of life, very similar to our conditions here on Earth, and then some sudden catastrophic event happening and basically altering the course of the evolutionary cycle at this place. In their sessions, several of the viewers report a celestial object on an orbital trajectory likened to a planet, the Moon, Mars, or a meteorite. Several of the viewers also mention rocky, sandy, stony, hilly, mountainous landscape with caves. We also see references to surface and underground water sources in flowing and icy and snowy forms. There are corroborating reports of burnt acidic chemical smells, a white powdery substance that is ashy, and reports of radiation, toxicity, and waste at the site. Many viewers reference or mention a blue sky, although also many viewers say that there is a white, misty, toxic, particulate, ionized, foggy, cloudy substance in the air as well. Viewers also give insights into gravitational, electromagnetic, and atmospheric conditions that are very different from what we experience on Earth. Several viewers mention very heavy feeling, huge gravity compared to what we consider as normal. And interestingly, there is a funnel shaped vortex and electromagnetic field with some form of membrane that appears in at least 4 of the sessions. There are congruent reports of space-time and dimensional oddities or anomalies at the target site. Several viewers mentioned dimensional travel involving some kind of state change. As you see on that slide, we have several references to TikTok. TikTok, the time is ticking. One viewer says that the time is moving back and forth, up and down. We see depictions of clocks and watches, and 2 of the viewers say that there is a feeling that dimensions meet, or 2 dimensions are somehow together at the site. We also have several mentions of microbial, plant, and animal life. Most of the sessions also contain references to humanoid life forms and civilizations. Almost all references to the prime humanoid life form also mention religion and spirituality, and a rather simplistic lifetime at first and an evolutionary cycle. But two of the sessions also mention an antagonistic group of biologicals or life forms that are somehow in opposition to the prime life form at the target site. In the remote viewing sessions, there are references to some form of experimentation. One viewer talks about an experiment that is some form of expansion, a colonization, and a terraforming process. Another viewer metaphorically mentions a battle between David and Goliath, meaning a war between two worlds, one being huge, developed, modern society, and another one being more primitive one. We have depictions of mining, extraction of natural resources, and technological interventions that somehow alter the local ecology. We also have data on war and bombarding. Several viewers report feeling bombarded or depict man-made objects up in the air descending toward the surface, where biologicals are looking up at these aerial objects in fear and in astonishment. The whole event or ordeal appears to be planned and controlled. The endgame seems to be an explosion, a blast, a destructive event that many viewers liken to a nuclear explosion. This energetic event is absolutely devastating. It leaves nothing behind but desolate, burnt land, ashes, and rubble. Or as one viewer puts it, the end result is a dry, lifeless, dusty, rocky celestial body.